Okay, we are back, and I think I picked the wrong save game to load. Hopefully I did not save over the most recent one, so let's try this one. Looks like this is the oldest one. Yeah, load. Where we left off is here we go. I did manage to beat this mermaid fight, but then it immediately crashed on me. So, on the
Your
off...
assumptions prove right. There's a rusalka in the salt box. With a quick motion, you draw a circle and plan your next move.
So, then I tried it again and crashed halfway through the fight. So, if this game crashes again, especially if it crashes before I can basically get the benefit of winning this fight, then basically this will have to be the finale of this game. I mean, it has been fun and all, but I mean, if it just is going to keep crashing, although that could have been a fluke, who knows, but just throwing it out there. I did look on the forum that they do have some console commands, so I think I'm just going to get into the fight, use the console command to win immediately, because I did already beat her, so I mean that's not the issue, but just to keep things moving. Let's go.
Oh, what's this ruckus? God, dear? Because the... Oh, you insist. I can wake up my friend.
No, wait. Tell me first. Why are you...
I just like
The corpses steadily sway.
Why?
they're alive. Alive forever.
Why did the blinded bees...
I give them life, love, and wealth.
That reminds me.
Oh, you are very...
You pull...
That's right.
Where did you get
Okay, tilde. Come on. Tilde? Okay, tilde is supposed to bring that up. What? Is there something I need to... Shut up, game. Okay, let me try to look this up. Okay, it has them listed under cheat codes. Okay, I need to add a dev console to the parameters. So, okay, let's go and do that. First things first, let's make sure we have the game saved right here. Yeah, let's go over the oldest one. Okay, is that inside the salt chest? Okay. All right. All right, right clicking on their properties, launch options, dev, console. There we go. Alright. Inside of the salt chest. There we go.
Your assumptions prove right. There's a Rusalka in the salt box with a
What's this?
I don't know if I need to keep
Because the
talking, but
insist I can wake up my
No, wait. Tell me first. Why are you...
I think just like
The corpses steadily sway.
Why?
kill, they're alive. Alive forever.
Why did the brine disappear?
These I give them life, love, and wealth.
That reminds me.
Oh, you are very.
You pull out
That's right.
Where did
alright. There we go. Let's see here. Win. Battle. Ooh. I think that's more experience than I would have gotten otherwise.
damn witch? You won't get me with your foul sorcery. My father protects me, and without me, there won't be salt or eternal life.
The Rusalka dives into the brine and disappears. The drowners crumple lifelessly, seemingly intent on staying dead this time. Silence is all around you. You hear the sounds of a door opening behind you. Pahom found the courage to get the salt box. He's holding an icon.
Let God arise and his foes vanish.
That's it. I've banished the Rusalka.
Harmful spirit of a drowned woman. Okay.
Oh, thank God. Thank you, Vasilisa.
Too early to celebrate. She's gone, but she took all the brine with her. Get the horses ready. We need all Yegor's advice. Well, what are you waiting for? Be quick about it. We need to hurry.
Oh, right this moment.
Okay, so now this is technically the start of the today's adventure, I guess.
What's that? What's that? What in the name are you doing? You can't pat me. I'm not your cat. I'm a demon, alright?
Can't bet you. Let me tame him with a good poker hit.
Wait, what poker? Are you mad, Gramps?
Maybe that will make you a better Susietko. I have to feed you for that out of my can heart. Yesterday, some bird flew in. I had to chase it off. Where were you then? Huh? Not a sign, you furry short.
Why, stop, come on, you'll hate me, damn it. Be careful, Igor. Alright, I get it. I will do a better job as a Susietka from now on.
That's better. Next time my hit will find its mark.
He's not the kind to spoil his children.
I know, right? What happened after you became a spirit?
Seems like I do remember. We Susietkas can see future quite well. The past we forget after a century or so. I was from Chud's tribe, I think.
You're one of the Chud? And you're cats!
Ah, shoot. Missing.
There are
Missing
spirits
text.
like that, called Chuds. People lived here, a tribe like Komipirmins, a long time ago. So, I was one of them. There was my hut, at the same place where the church was built. Or a dugout it was. I remember exactly that I lived at the same spot. They must have buried me under the threshold. So I became a house spirit. And when Isba was gone and the church appeared, then I must have moved there. A lot of things happened. I will stir my memory a bit more about how I was Susietka in that Isba. Tell you later.
So you can take any shape?
I can. A wolf or a man, take a pick. Usually don't need it though. Ordinary people see us as shadows, nothing more. The rest they imagine themselves.
Let's go. We'll talk later.
The other day, I met that woman who sells sweets. Remember her? She got a hernia this big. Half the size of her face.
Tell me what happened next. How did you become a Khaldun?
Right then. So I'm holding this head. The Chord strangled Prokopy and wanted the head back. And it was exchanged to him, mind you. So he needed to give something to me in return. I figured that one out, young as I was. So I think, what to ask for? Some money? A fancy shirt? So I figured, if I wanted to be a knower, I should think for myself. Bring me, I tell him, the black book. I'll trade it for your hat. They all disappeared, and I'm standing in the circle, waiting. The fiend was gone for a while, returned only at dawn, all covered in stretches. It wasn't easy for him to get it, but he did bring back the book. It was sealed in Sukharev Tower. It was. For how long? No one knows. So, that's how I obtained it and became a Nova. All by myself, as you see.
Why can people see demons?
Who knows? That's for God to decide. Only the knowers see demons.
Okay, any more of these? Okay, no more of these are active. I can deal with the neg4 health.
Come in, Pachom. We need to think about what to do next.
You share the events at the factory.
She even escaped your Zagavars. Only powerful evil spirits are able to do that. I think someone is protecting her.
This demon scared the entire factory. Even after you chased her away, the haunting continues. Some workers saw shadows in the barn. God damn them. But what should we do next? Can't we get the brine back?
We can think of something. We also need the water demons.
But Rusalka mentioned her father. Who could she be talking about?
Rusalka? Christ almighty, God help us. She mentioned her father?
Well, it's clear to me.
The Vodyanoi becomes father to all evil spirits of the water. Vakul is the one we need to go to.
Also known as Vakul, Komi-Permian word, master spirits of different bodies of water. All of the water spirits are subject to them.
The salt worker grows pale.
Vakul? So the Vodyanoi has something to do with it.
What did you think? You may not have dealt with him with your factory, but maybe you should have. Millers, for instance, all deal with him.
At the factory, I was doing fine with the Vodyanoi that I had.
Whether you were or not, the small Vodanois are gone. This one has outsmarted them, and now rules everywhere. The small ones all went into hiding, and you can't find them now. You can meet him in Hell's Lake. Pachom, go back. You can't do anything now. And you, Vasilisa, get going. Got it?
What do you know about the Vodyanoi?
A powerful shot, and an old one. People say he was here before Christ, and remembers the old times. He has an underwater palace, but he may speak to you on the lake.
Will you break the seal for me?
Try to convince him. I told you, you won't find any other Vodanois here. He's hard to convince, though. And I don't know if you'll be able to take him into battle. You're still weak.
What kind of lake is that?
The Burmans call it Fatti. It means swampy lake. It's deep. One chort tried to measure it and lost a rope. The Russians renamed it after the hunting started. If you ask me, Hell's Lake is quite a fitting name.
I see. I'll get ready.
Well, be careful out there with him. If you strike a bargain with him, stick to it. If something goes wrong, don't panic. You have your black book. God be with you.
Okay, let's go. Okay. Book merchant. Yes.
You have goosebumps, a sign of a devilish presence. You look around. Your only companion is humming among the silence. Suddenly, a dark figure steps out from the shade. It is a scribe, a Zagavr dealer.
Seek me out, girl, and I will grant you knowledge. I can help you gain a better grasp of your book and all the wisdom contained within.
Okay. Sacrifice 3. Oh. Yeah, 666. There we go. Small fishing village to the east of Hell's Lake. They say that around here everyone has seen a mermaid at least once.
The sun is setting when you see the village of Verkhny Onil. You pick up the pace. You need to get to Hell's Lake before dawn. The villagers show you the shortest route to the lake, warning you about the dangers on the road.
The swampy part of Hell's Lake is surrounded by an old pine forest.
Pale moonlight falls on rotten and broken trees. You feel the presence of leshis, or some other evil spirits. You whisper a ritual formula and step into the glade. Suddenly, chorts fly from all over. The detritus seems to be their doing. Chorts wound you before you have time to draw a circle.
Okay, what's he doing? Curse. And he's doing a big attack. Alright. He's got the most health. Yeah. Okay, oh, that's doing 3 damage. So that's going to kill him, and if I could just do 4 to him. And I need it to soak up 7. Yeah, that's going to be good enough. Page is double if there's an enemy with a status curse. Ooh. Verne Trumgur's swamp is so overgrown with moss that it looks like the back of some huge beast partially buried underground. I've heard stories of Manga Aunt. Could this be it?
A pine tree, cracked by lightning, stands by the edge of a swamp. You know that lightning can be useful. Come closer. The tree is blackened and split in two. Strangely, the air is still filled with the smell of a thunderstorm. Your search soon bears fruit. You find a thunderstone. You pluck the stone from inside the charred pine and go on your way.
Okay, strengthened bless. Skeet. Hermit monk. Okay. Skeet to the hermit monk.
You enter the serene, piney woods. Soon after, you find the source of light. There is an old izba amongst the trees, leaning comfortably on a branching vine. With a quiet squeak, the door opens, and a hermit welcomes you.
I have never thought a witch would come and visit me.
Why do you think I'm a witch?
I feel evil spirits a mile away.
You're calling me an evil spirit?
Come on, don't be mad. Could Providence bring you here? Have a rest. I've put the samovar on and lit it with juniper branches. I have a request to you.
All right, bring your tea.
You drink the tea and rest a bit.
What's your request?
I think you can handle it. Some hunters recently passed by here, but they never left, even after the ice drift. I followed them. Their camp isn't far from here. Their things are all in disarray, as if they never left in the spring. But there's no sign of them. I felt evil spirits there, but I haven't seen anyone. Please, find where the demons kidnapped them.
Camp is to the south, you say? I may drop by to find out what happened to them. So I might be a witch, but who are you?
I'm a hermit, and this is my skeet. I live far from worldly things, and serve God. There's plenty of holy saints, and the simple folk have plenty of trouble. So I pray here for the holy spirits to help our people with their troubles. I hope they can hear me.
So I might be a witch.
I'm a
Alright,
hermit,
I got a
and this
screenshot
is
of
my
that.
skeet. I live here. There's plenty of... So I pray here for the holy spirits to help
I
us.
am a hermit, and this is my skeet.
Listen, witch. Try to get off this road. There's nothing but trouble for you at its end.
A hermit told me there used to be a hunter's camp here.
You follow the directions of the hermit and soon come to a clear glade. You notice fir branches and a gap fire. It's clear that the hunters camped here.
Fire lit between two logs are built close to a wall of logs so that it burns slower without need of attendance.
It's unclear where the hunters have gone off to. There's nothing you can do but continue on your way to the lake.
Alright. Ooh.
The gap fire has almost completely burned out. No one leaves fires like this behind in the forest.
Some of the hunters' things are still scattered about here. You manage to find one of their clumsily written diaries and a small pouch with silver rubles. It's difficult to make out anything from the illiterate scrawlings of a peasant. They consist mainly of hunting observations and notes. Your attention is drawn to a strange passage. February. Old man knocked on the door. Frozen. Started dying during the night. Suffered long. Maybe a Khaldun. Died only in the morning. Would be better if I took down the main beam. February later. Going home soon. Bad sleep at night. Something makes noise in the dark. Scary. February later. Yvonne disappeared at night. Going home. everyone scared. This is the last entry. You take the old pouch. It's difficult to make out anything from the illiterate scrawlings of a...
Ooh, another rusty axe.
The axe is covered in rust. A hunter would never leave behind a thing like that. I saw a similar axe by the windmill. The axe is covered in rust.
Okay, so probably since I already have an axe, it's not letting me pick up another one.
Some of the hunter's things are still scattered.
It seems as if the hunters went away for a moment somewhere, never came back. The gap fire has almost completely burned out. No one leaves fires lit.
It's unclear where the hunters have gone off to.
Huh, okay, so I can't really explore that then. Not sure if I can really go
A
back.
foul stream runs through the swamp. You notice two figures sitting on a stone beside it. Through the silence of the night, you hear cold laughter and a muted conversation. The transfixed fisherman watches the rusalka that coils around him with glassy eyes. The claws of the spirit glisten in the moonlight. This is a recent acquaintance of yours. She jumps when she notices you. As soon as the demon looks away, the peasant comes to his senses. His eyes clear up, and he flees in horror.
You again, witch. Feeling jealous of my boys? Sure you are. After all, they're all fine lads.
Tell me, where did you hide the brine from the factory?
Oh, witch. I have no time to answer your silly questions. But some of my old friends do. Have fun!
The rusalka dives into the river, laughing.
Okay, this isn't too bad. Okay, so yeah, that should be enough to take him down. Okay, I don't even need to do anything. Visited. Okay, I can't revisit stuff. This is the Lake Old Igor told me about. Various types of evil spirits are often seen here. This is because the border between the worlds is thin here.
You effortlessly find the fishermen's camp. The peasants have already built a fire and are preparing for a night of fishing.
Oh, Christ almighty! What are you doing here? I thought the Rusalka had returned to spoil our nets again. There's no water dripping from your dress, though.
Good evening. I'm looking for a boat to get me to the lake.
Are you out of your mind, girl? How did your Bolshak let you out of the house in the first place?
Bolshak?
I am not out of my mind, actually. I need to get to the center of the lake to talk to the Vodyanoi.
Vodyanoi? We've already caught some fish. Why don't you go on your own way?
You don't have time to object. A fisherman that you saved from the Rusalka comes out of the forest and falls at your feet.
Thank you, kind lady.
After his tale, the rest of the fishermen agree to help you in any way they can.
Oh, thanks, girl. Didn't know you were a knower. Step into that boat as soon as you're ready. We'll get you to where you need to be. Step into that boat as...
Oh, what are these eyes? Come on, game, you can do it. Okay, maybe you can't. All right.
I wouldn't call this Hell's Lake.
What is this?
This fire attracts the fish.
You come upon the fisherman's belongings. One of them left his wallet among the ropes.
Yeah, they're gonna give me a ride out to the lake, which, you know, I don't wanna piss them off.
You can get on a boat and set off to the meeting with the Vodyanoi.
Let's go. Ooh. That's not going to be good for the book. Although it's a demon book, I'm sure it'll be okay.
You come to your senses at the bottom of the lake and take a sharp, panicked breath. You seem to be able to breathe in the water as if it was air. A cry of amazement echoes dully across the silty lake bed. A familiar Rusalka swims up to you from the inky depths.
Alright, I picked up a few things. Let's read them. How Vodyanoi lives among humans. When a Vodyanoi's wife is about to give birth, he takes human form, goes to a town or a village, finds a midwife, and invites her to his underwater domain. Afterwards, he offers her a generous reward of silver and gold. People say that one time, fishermen caught a child in the nets who was cheerful and played around when he was in the water. but grew sad and cried when brought into an izba. The child turned out to be a child of a Vodyanoi. The fisherman let him go on one condition, that his father drive as many fish into their nets as possible. The underwater family was true to the word. A Vodyanoi is quite easy to recognize when he's in human form. The left flap of his dress is always drips with water, and wherever he sits, he leaves behind a wet seat. Finally, his hair will drip water if he starts to comb it. Folk saints. Based on church mythologies, Russian folk mythology was also developed. Christian holidays were reinterpreted and infused with local ceremonies, rituals, and beliefs. Christian saints were imbued with miraculous abilities of patronage and intercession, serving as protectors of the home, the people, livestock, farming, crafts. St. Nicholas, for example, favors not only sailors but also wild animals, agriculture, beekeeping, and construction. St. George, Igori the Brave, is the patron saint of cattle. He is known as a wolf shepherd who always serves as the patron saint of hunters. Among the peasantry, the cult of the Virgin Mary was very different from how the church depicts her. She was more down to earth and made her presence known in everyday activities. She is more sympathetic and acts as a helper in difficult situations, a protector against evil spirits, and an intercessor in heaven. She is a patron saint of maidens, women, and those in labor. Water. Water is a hostile element for man. Man has no innate ability to swim, but must learn how to do it. This is why those who knew how to swim were considered familiar with evil spirits. In medieval Europe, if a woman surfaced after being thrown into the water, she was considered a witch and then burned or tortured. Okay, that kind of reminds me of the whole Monty Python sketch where if she's lighter than a duck, then she must be a witch sort of thing. So it kind of revolves around water.
Well, what do you know? A witch in Vakul's kingdom.
Curses! I should have stayed on the spinner's pole.
How do you like your hospitality, sister?
I can breathe here. How is this possible?
You're a knower. You need at least some knowledge for swimming. And the especially knowledgeable are able to walk underwater.
Has Vakul been expecting me?
Well, he knows quite a bit.
Can you guide me to him?
I can. I don't hold a grudge towards you.
Did you take the brine?
Vakul is the one who manages everything that's in the water, the salt as well. I'm just a rusalka.
You again. Why don't I deal with you right now?
Here? In my home? Besides, who would guide you to Vakul? You won't make it here without me.
All right, let's go talk to your Vakul.
You should be more polite. You're in his domain after all. Follow me. First we'll go to the village through the forest, and then from the Drowner's Circle it won't take us long.
Stop! Don't swim so fast!
Keep up, witch!
Ooh, we got a twofer. Looks like a forest, no less than one near Vilgort.
You can hardly keep up with the Rusalka swimming in the murky water. Soon, a wall of seaweed appears before you. Your guide dives into the thicket and disappears among the underwater trees. You hesitantly follow her. Suddenly, a drowner from the dark appears, accompanied by a couple of chorts.
Okay, what's he doing? Alright. Alright, 7. That's good. Four, 6. Nine, or need about 18. I got enough. Alright. Enemy status. Oh, okay, so it looks like there's a bunch of abilities that require you to get hit, but I don't think I've got any of them that interact with that. I thought I'd have drowned. It turns out that I can breathe underwater just as if I were above the surface.
You go on your way through the river grass. After some time, you walk into a glade dotted with river shells. The white mollusk shells gleam mysteriously, like stars frozen still on the riverbed. One of the shells catches your attention. It emanates an ancient, enchanted power.
Okay. Vakul is head of his household, and the Duraners are his workforce.
On the outskirts of the underwater forest, you notice a village. You witness a strange, weird semblance of life. The chimneys are emitting silt, and drowners go about their business. The dead don't seem to care about you. Through the windows of one of the izbas, you notice the silhouettes of household spirits.
Oh. Knowledge. When Granny saw a Vodyanoi. Once my granny walked it down to the river. It was not very late, around 11 at night. She was looking for her calf, but came upon a monster. She couldn't see its legs, she said, but its hands were like those of a frog. It sat there in the water and didn't make a sound other than that of water splashing. At first, she didn't realize what she'd seen, and only when she stepped away from the river did she realize that it was a Vodyanoi that could have drowned her. Strangely, she wasn't frightened at first, as her thoughts were occupied with finding her calf.
It's difficult to make out the mumbling of these lonely susietkos. They don't seem to understand what's going on, or why their residents behave in such a strange manner. You explain that their house is at the bottom of a lake. The spirits exchange surprised glances and disappear. Seems like one of them leaves you a handful of silver coins. You pass by the last of the dead men's houses. On the edge of the village, your old acquaintance, the Rusalka, is waiting for you.
A fine guide you are. I was nearly torn apart by chorts in that grass.
What's a couple of chorts to such a renowned knower? Besides, there's no such thing as a safe path over here. And for my friends, I choose the safest possible.
Friends? I don't even know your name.
Oh, I thought you'd never ask. My name is... I don't remember. What's wrong with me? Why can't I remember?
Wait! I can't keep up with you!
The Rusalka swims away
Ooh.
into the pitch-black depths.
Another name situation. Drowners live quite a long time, but not forever. Some are eaten by fish and some die for good from hard work.
You find a cemetery next to the sunken village. The crosses are broken, eaten away by worms. You carefully step on the dead grass that covers the cemetery soil. Your skin starts to crawl. The shorts are near. You bravely venture into the middle of the cemetery and draw a circle. The demons appear soon after. Black figures step out from the darkness around you.
Oh, what's this guy up here? Alright, these guys seem pretty nothing. Alright, perfect. Seven. There we go. Uh-oh. Oh wait, 9-9. Okay, good. Okay, perfect. All right. Long, long ago, he used to sing of the wonders of creation in an angelic choir. Okay, resistance to status blast. Oh, crap. Weather. Alright, I can't send him on that anyway. That's good. The dead walk around in circles. Why? The mermaid didn't tell me about that. Ooh. What is up with her? My new buddy. My new
Get out of
nameless
here,
buddy.
witch. Go search for your Wadinoy on your own.
So this is how you keep your promises.
What were you expecting? I'm a demon. I don't care. I don't even remember my own name.
Hmm.
You don't? Well, it figures. You became a demon, so you lost your human name.
Became a demon?
Sure. Akul didn't tell you? Well, why would he?
I used to be the same as you.
Well, if you'd been a nowhere, you wouldn't have drowned.
I want to remember the past me. Before all of this.
I can help. Is there anywhere you're afraid to swim?
There is something that sunk beyond the fishing nets.
Let's go there. Akul can wait.
Yes, let's hurry. What's your name, witch?
Vasilisa. Why do the dead walk in circles here?
Wadinoy told me he put these 7 here to walk clockwise. As a testament to the old times.
What are these idols here?
Sorcery of some kind. Who's the witch here anyway?
It's time to go. Lead up.
Yes, let's hurry for the slave, I said. It's not as scary with you.
Look around first. Oh, it's like a Simon Says thing. So, center, right, left, right, center, center, right, left, right, center.
The drowners seem to shrug off invisible shackles. They turn into carps and scatter. On their trail, you find a golden plaque that depicts 7 monsters.
Okay. Let's go, lady.
Hurry to that sleigh.
It's time to go.
Yes, let's hurry for the slave, I said.
Ooh. Fishermen have placed their nets here. They may be the same fishermen who helped me. Well, one of the fishermen is
There are
dead,
2
so.
drowners in the fishing nets. They untangle and tear the strings, freeing the lake dwellers stuck inside. The dead are distracted by their work and pay no attention to you.
Save a scammer.
Who's there? Who? You. Don't stick your nose in others' business.
We do what we want here. Some bloated stiffs can't boss us around. Isn't that right, Vasia?
Well, yes. But tell me, what are you doing with the nets?
Tearing and cutting. We're splitting them. Shut your mouth. It's not any business of theirs. Don't go telling them that the Wadinoy sent us.
The Wadinoy sent you to spoil the fishing nets?
The nets. The fishermen don't sell them, nor do they carry them. What are you telling them that for? She doesn't have to know that the master Wadinoy isn't happy with the fisherman. It's none of your business, Benj. Ya hear?
Alright, thank you for totally not giving me all this information. Vodyanoi taboos. In the lore of the northern Pikami, the Vodyanoi is not a common character. Although there is no lack of rivers and lakes in this region, his most notable attribute was punishing men for breaking his taboos. It was forbidden to swim during a storm, when it was raining, or after the day of Elijah. Otherwise, a Vodyanoi might drag you to the depths. He might also tangle fishermen's nets if they neglected to request an invitation before fishing or offer a sacrifice. To those who followed all the rules, a Vodyanoi would gather schools of fish. Millers had a special kind of relationship with the Vodyanoi. Without an agreement between the two, a dam might malfunction or break down. Okay.
What an idiot!
That's great. The Vodyanoi sent us to relieve you.
Oh yeah, right. You can go back.
Oh, wonderful. Wait a minute. If you were really sent by the Vodyanoi, surely you'd know his permanent name.
Drowner wants to know the permanent name for a Vodyanoi.
Oh, we'll call him Vakul.
He's a water chore. Vakul.
Right. All right. Looks like you're telling the truth. Yes, we're all back to Vakul's palace.
The dead men swim into the dark. In the tangled nets they discarded, you find a couple of gold coins, which you pocket.
There are a lot of logs here. Seems like anything that falls into the water can be found here.
Next to the sunken sleigh lies a broken chest. You search its contents, and amid the rotten fabrics, you find a well-preserved photo and a pendant. It is an elegant thing, with precious jewels. There is some writing on the back. Yevdokia. Could that be her name? Miraculously, the photograph is in excellent condition. There is writing on the back. E and P Frolovs.
Ah. Dude had a daughter.
At the bottom of the chest, you find several coins. Next to the sunken sleigh lies a broken chest. You search.
More herbs.
Someone's skulls here. The sleighs are used in winter time.
Yeah, nothing over here.
It looks like a cemetery for boats, logs, and the like. There's something on the surface. Maelstrom, perhaps. It looks like a cemetery for boats, logs, and the like. Does it belong to the sleigh driver? Or to that Rusalka?
These sleighs give me chills. Have you found anything?
I found a pendant. Could it be yours? There's a name on the back. Yevdokia.
Could be. A beautiful thing.
You can keep it if you want. I found a photo. It's of a girl who looks like you.
That is me. And who is that?
Pahom, a salt worker. It says here you have the same family name. Is he a relative?
Maybe. I don't remember. I can't remember.
There's your portrait on the photo, and the first letter of the name on the pendant. Yevdokia. That's your name, Rusalka.
Yevdokia. Yes, that's my name. I think I'm starting to remember. Pahom is my father.
And you came back to the factory to kill the workers? At your own factory?
I was sent by the Vodinoi. I didn't know. Lord, my memory is like murky water. I have to get out of here. I don't belong in the dead man roundelays. Let go. Let me go.
Stop! You'll die up there in the morning. Or you'll be driven off by the cross. We'll ask Vakul about this. It's time to
Let's
go to
go.
the Vodinoi.
Let's go. I know the way.
Okay. This cave leads to the inner domain of the Vodyanoi.
The Rusalka guides you to the mouth of the cave. Before you take another step, she stops you with a slight touch of her icy hand.
Listen, stop! That bike lives in this hole.
So you led me into a trap?
No. Well, perhaps it is a sort of a trap. But for now, I don't want this fish to eat you.
Can't we go around it?
The way to the Vakul's palace is through this hole.
Then, when the fish comes out, strike it with your claws. It won't expect it. I'll finish it off with Zagavers.
All right, Vaisa.
The Jaws fight. Okay. Gains. Oh, geez. Gains 14. Do I have that thing to drop? Alright, I do not. I'll have to get the thing to drop health later. Or to drop bonuses. Ooh, that's no good. Nearly no damage. Do I have any defensive herbs? In Father's name last turn. So 18. Okay, I can deal with 18. got 4 plus 5, so 9. That'll be 7. Aha. I will remove the positive status next turn, though. Okay, this doesn't really help. Alright, here comes the pain. Alright, 14 defense. Better than nothing. Oh, that again. take down 58 points in one turn. Okay, got one more turn. Just call it. Bam! Pike Tooth. Your first Zuggle always has a Pike Tooth bite page.
The pike falls on the river silt with a hiss. In a moment, it disappears, as if it's never been there. A rusalka swims out of the seaweed and points you into the depths of the pike cave. Inside the cave, you realize that you're exhausted. You need to find a place to camp.
Okay, another one of these away camp things. Okay, this is an interesting camp, and how does Morteshka feel about being underwater?
How will we get out of here? Granted, I'm not really a cat, but I still don't like being underwater.
Soon, Proshka. As soon as we get to the Badinoy.
You could always stay here with the other demons, you know.
As if that'd be any better.
Alright, that sounds like a good place to call it for right now, so till next time, later. It did not crash at all tonight, so that is good. Anyway, till next time, later.